Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 142. On today's episode, guys, it's just going to be me recording tonight's episode. I'm going to be giving you a Barcelona news roundup. We actually have a couple topics to discuss. We have Zubimendi, we have Kimmich, we have Mikayil Faye, the young Senegalese center back. We also have some new pieces of information from Victor Roque and Gundogan. Guys, I'm going to be giving you all this information later. Guys, remember, if you guys ever want to join into our videos and give your thoughts, comments, and whatever, always feel free and welcome. Just go on Twitter, click on the link, and then you'll be able to join. And just give your thoughts and commentary on what we discuss, because maybe you have a different take, or you disagree, or you agree with something that we said. But guys, first piece of news, let's talk about Mikayil Faye. He is a young Senegalese center back who is playing in the second division of Croatia. He has officially signed for FC Barcelona. The deal that is being reported on by Fabrizio Romano, it's a deal agreed on 5 million plus add-ons. Now, this is a player who I haven't seen that much of, but from what I have seen, he is a center back who is very comfortable on the ball. He likes to dribble up into the midfield, and he has good distribution of the ball. There are multiple instances where he is able to play long. He's very physical. He's very aggressive. He has the pace and recovery. And this Barcelona signing, it could be a very good signing, for example, because there was some interest from Chelsea and Borussia Dortmund, as you guys can see. Born in 2004, linked with Chelsea and Borussia Dortmund. Barcelona see Faye as a potential future top player. Now, deals like this actually fill me with confidence, because when we look at the previous signings that Barcelona has made, most of the signings have been for big money. Coutinho, Griezmann, Dembele, all these signings, and they didn't turn out working that well compared to the signings that we made for cheap. For example, when you think of Pedri, when you think of Araujo, we spent very little money on them, thanks to some very good scouting, and Barcelona was able to save big, and they have absolutely world beaters. So these are the type of deals that I would very much like to see. And 5 million for an 18-year-old, basically, that means that Barcelona rank Mikayil Faye very highly. They see a lot of potential in this kid. Now, we're gonna have to see whether he's gonna be playing for the Barcelona first team, or for Barca Athletic, our B team. Hopefully, in the summer, we see Xavi give him a chance during preseason. Hopefully, he comes for that preseason tour, and we can see more of if he's going to be in the first team, or in Athletic B. But now, guys, moving on to our next piece of news. Speaking on transfers, this is a quote by Martin Zubimendi. I'd be more excited to take Ilara Mendy's number 4 than Sergio Busquets' number 5. Now, this is a quote after he was speaking with El Diario, I believe, a newspaper from Spain. Now, what does this quote what do these words from Martin Zubimendi mean? Now, the face value, he basically shuts down any move to Barcelona. This is a Real Sociedad player who has basically been at Real Sociedad his entire career. As you guys can see right here, he has been at Real Sociedad his entire career. He has not played for any other team. And Real Sociedad have finally made it into the Champions League. They did achieve Champions League football next season. And Barcelona, they do see Zubimendi as a replacement for Busquets. The price tag is rumored to be 60 million. But for example, if Martin Zubimendi does not want to come to Barcelona, he basically shuts down the door of coming to Barcelona, maybe for in the summer and maybe in the future, because a player who does not want to come to Barcelona, you rarely get a second chance. But now, because of these words, that means that Barcelona is going to have to change their summer plans. And speaking on to players who do not want to be coming to Barcelona, we are also going to be talking about Joshua Kimmich. These are some more words from Fabrizio Romano. Joshua Kimmich on Barcelona interest. It was difficult not to come across the rumors. Generally, I'm not too invested in the rumors. I still have, as everyone knows, 2 years left on my contract, and we have big plans for those 2 years at Bayern. Now, just like the words from Zubimendi, these words, they don't fill me with that great of confidence. Joshua Kimmich is basically saying, hey, I have plans here at Bayern Munich. I want to stay here. And this once again shuts the door on any potential Barcelona transfer. And that's basically two of Xavi's dream targets gone. Both Zubimendi and Kimmich has basically closed the door on the Barcelona move. And where does this leave Barcelona? Where are we going to be able to make our signings? Who's going to be coming into the midfield to basically bolster the midfield? Because Busquets has left Barcelona. And this is where we talk about Ilkay Gundogan. We all know that Manchester City have won the treble. They won the Champions League against Inter with a difficult 1-0 victory. But these are on the Gundogan situation. Gundogan will make a decision on his future soon. Manchester City offer 1-year extension plus one more season as an option. Barcelona offer 3-year deal. Saudi clubs trying to tempt him since January. Arsenal are also interested and informed. Now, what does this mean for Barcelona? Now, since Gundogan is looking for that 3-year deal. Barcelona, they are the favorites. However, Pep is pushing heavily for Gundogan to renew. He is talking to the board. He is talking to the sporting directors, saying like, "Hey, I want Gundogan in my team. Do everything you can to renew him." And this is putting pressure. Hopefully, Gundogan accepts Barcelona's offer. Barcelona is trying to basically finalize this offer in the next couple of days and weeks. Basically, Gundogan did say that he was going to resolve his future after after the Champions League final, and hopefully he does come to Barcelona because he would be a much needed boost to the team. But now talking into one of the final topics, we're going to talk about Victor Roque. Breaking: Barcelona will make a move for Victor Roque as soon as the exit operations are done. He's their number one goal for backup striker this summer. Players camp are blocking other offers for now. Deco's arrival will also accelerate negotiations. Now, this is very, very big because we know how last season Barcelona did struggle for goals. And this was especially during the period where Robert Lewandowski, who wasn't at his best. Robert Lewandowski, towards I would say after the World Cup, he just wasn't hitting the same numbers. He was not sharp, and he needed a much needed rest. But Barcelona did not have a backup striker, and so if you do not have a backup striker, how can you take Robert Lewandowski out of the starting lineup? And so Barcelona did suffer, and a solid backup striker would do wonders. For example, if Robert Lewandowski is tired or he needs rest, we can definitely rotate. But the fee that's being reported is roughly around 30 million euros. Now, I want to know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys make of 30 million for Victor Roque? We did spend 5 million on Mikayil Faye, the young Senegalese center back, and I think that's a smart signing. Basically, pay the 5 million on a young, exciting prospect. We know how Borussia Dortmund have a good eye for talent, and if these clubs have wanted Mikayil Faye and we're only paying 5 million, I think that's some very well done business, and that could turn out very well for Barcelona. But 30 million for Victor Roque. Now, I have seen a little bit of Victor Roque, and he does remind me a little bit of Arnett and maybe of Suarez. He does have the technical ability to play as a striker. And on top of that, learning from Robert Lewandowski in the striker position, that would be very, very good. But what are your guys' thoughts on the transfer rumors discussed? Are you guys excited about Barcelona signing Mikayil Faye from the Croatian second division? Would you guys want him to play for the Barcelona first team, or would you guys want him to keep on playing for to play for Barcelona Athletic and just basically help him develop? And what do you guys make of Martin Zubimendi's quotes? Do you guys believe that Zubimendi is still going to be coming to Barcelona after these words? These words just basically tell me that he's going to be staying at Real Sociedad. I don't see him leaving. And And one thing I do admire is his loyalty for Real Sociedad. It's the loyalty in a lot of players in modern football. It's not there. And a player turning out Barcelona, even though I am hurt from it, I wish him all the best. And what do you guys make of more words from Joshua Kimmich, another player who's basically closing the transfer rumors down? It doesn't look like Kimmich is going to be wanting to come to Barcelona. And what do you guys make of the Gundogan situation? Gundogan is a very, very good, and he's a top player. And I would very much like to see him come to Barcelona. But do you guys believe that Ilkay Gundogan is going to be renewing with Manchester City? Or do you guys believe that he's going to be coming to Spain? And lastly, what do you guys make of Victor Roque? Would you like to have him as the backup striker, or would you guys like for that money to be invested elsewhere? But guys, that was it for our Barcelona news roundup. Hopefully you enjoyed. Also, just like quick piece of news I just saw. These were some words from Alfonso Davies. Barcelona approached me, but their president Bartomeu didn't want me because I'm Canadian. I won't lie. It kind of crushed my feelings, though it is what came out in the media. I don't know if the president actually said this. Now, this just points to more incompetence from Bartomeu. Bartomeu has basically ruined Barcelona, and he's tried his absolute best to harm the club. And it sucks because we could have had a great left back at the club. But there are some rumors that he's going to be going to Real Madrid. But guys, what do you make of all these transfer rumors? What do you make of Barcelona's signing of the 18-year-old Mikayil Faye? What do you guys make of the words by both Zubimendi and Kimmich? And what do you guys make of the other transfer rumors? But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We are going to be giving you some more news. And as always, guys, like, subscribe, and comment. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. Everything is at Kool-Aid Podcast. But guys, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys all in the